Hi, everyone. Um, for today's reading, I meditated and asked Spirit to provide us with the information that we need to know, whether it be someone in particular or those who are drawn to watch this reading or those who generally watch the readings that I perform. So I've was guided to choose 4 cards. I've shuffled the decks and chosen 4 cards. Interestingly, I was guided to only use 3 decks, but 4 cards. And out of the Osho Zen Tarot deck, I had 2 jumpers. And so this first card is Thunderbolt. And here you can see that there's a male figure and a female figure. They're jumping out of this, there's a burning tower, and behind them stands like Spirit in meditation. And the message I'm getting with this card is that, we're waiting to receive answers or guidance or some sort of clarity, and it has been coming through, but either you're unable to perceive it, or perhaps you're more closed to these subtleties and new nudges that you've been getting. So the only way to get your attention is to hit your stability, which it would be this tower, your house, your soul. Like, hit it with lightning, and cause this fire. And your only way to safety is to jump, and knowing that, okay, I guess this is the sign I've been looking for. You you're being pushed, shoved, actually. And Spirit is saying, okay, now do you see what I'm talking about? So I feel as if there's going to be something major that's going to make you say, that's got to be it. This has got to be a sign. Not that your house is going to burn down, but I think, in my case, I mentioned a few readings earlier that just walking down the stairs, I kind of slipped a little bit and I came down on my ankle, and I have a major, major ankle sprain. And I'm not a klutzy person. I took this as the sign to slow down. And I've been talking about slowing down and wanting to slow down, kind of, changing maybe my job. But this is truly, for me, this was the message. So that is basically what this card is relaying to. I hope nobody gets hurt, by the way. This the next card I drew here is loyalty. And this for me, this girl here, she seems real. Like, she's standing out of this picture, and almost as if she's right here in the room with me. I've noticed also that there are some black-eyed Susans down here that seem to kind of pop out of the card. And black-eyed Susans are a mess. Their spiritual message is to, be loyal to yourself first. Love yourself first. And then the loyalties that you have for others will be strengthened and will become more clear. And also, I was really drawn to, she's got like a henna tattoo here of a bird, and right here on her chest, this looks like it's a bird in flight. I'm very drawn to birds. Actually, Linus is my bird. He's a eclectus parrot, very cool. But anyways, and for me, like birds for me are very angelic in a way, you know, with their wings and their colors and um, their. I've just always been drawn to birds, and that was one thing that caught my eye were the birds. So maybe that's just a personal message for me. But you have again the black-eyed Susans, which is telling you um, be loyal to yourself. I feel like this girl, her name could be Susan, and she is stepping back into nature in order to find her true self, what it is that she wants. And like she's ready to emerge from the woods. She's coming out of the woods, and she's ready to face this new kind of mindset of, you know, I need to put myself first. I need to love myself first. I need to love myself unconditionally. And until you're able to do that, you won't attract the right types of people into your life. So, you know, always put yourself first. Um, the next card I drew is the Eclipse Mermaid, which this is, you know, we just came out of a lunar eclipse. Oh, no, 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 sorry. We came out of a solar eclipse. We're moving into a lunar eclipse. And this is a message about, I think it's just a reminder to us that there's a lot of energies that are surrounded by eclipses. And eclipses affect different people in different ways. And really, it stirs things up. So you see behind her, the clouds here are, or the waters are very rough and tumultuous. But she seems to be moving through this tumult, these rough waters, almost like in a zombie like state. So this tells me that don't allow yourself to absorb other people's energies at this time. Staying true to your beliefs and to yourself, and that will help you get through this erratic, energetic time right now. Just before and after eclipses, the energies do still remain. So we're most likely not feeling the effects of the solar eclipse so much, but later this week we will be experiencing a lunar eclipse. And so just be prepared for another maybe chaotic, emotional, emotional things that come up. It might not be you that's emotional. Remember to stay grounded and stay true to yourself. But remember that those that are not in touch with themselves are affected in ways that they can't even explain. But if you remain grounded and true to who you are and loyal to your own beliefs, and you will just kind of coast through this. And this ring here around, which, you know, that's the sun here, but that ring is telling me to relay the message to you that you to ground yourself before you start your day. Make sure that you're grounded, and that, you know, you thank Spirit for everything that has come into your life, and ask Angel Michael to protect you from any negative energies or emotions that may bombard you during this time. Because I feel that those that are in touch with their intuition and their spirituality are almost like energy magnets. And we absorb, we can attract and absorb both negative and positive type people. And we end up feeding off of each other's energies. And like you'll notice if you're a more of a positive type person, you meet somebody who is of the same or similar energy to you, that you can sit and talk with them for hours. You never want the conversation to end. When you come across somebody that's more of a downer or a negative type person, someone who's cynical or pessimistic, your first feeling would be, I gotta get out of here. I gotta end this conversation. I gotta move away. But sometimes we're caught where we can't. And know that some of those negative vibrations are being cast upon you. So in order to protect you and not to absorb these negative energies, ask every day that Angel Michael protect you and shield you from anything negative that may be in or around you that could have some sort of negative or profound effect. You want to always stay within the positive light and engage with people that are like-minded, which actually I'm going to go to the next card because that's what this card is about. Here you see these two trees are kind of growing together, which could be two people. Each tree, though, is its own individual tree. One is red leaves and one has yellow leaves. They're both very firmly rooted into the ground. So they know that I am this type, I am this individual. So you have two specific individual grounded energies that are melding together. So I feel that during this time of the tumult and the energies and all the with these eclipses and this transformation that's going on, remember to stay grounded and staying true to who you are and staying loyal to yourself and putting your beliefs and your loyalties, your beliefs, your self-love. Remember that, that comes first. And when you are grounded and secure in that knowledge that this is me, this is who I am, and I accept you even though you may have different beliefs. I don't judge you. Maybe that works for you, but that's not the way I roll. So by having this mindset and getting yourself grounded and knowing truly who you are, you will attract like-minded people, even though they may not be exactly like you. But you will form some strong bonds and friendships and relationships at this time when you are firmly planted in the ground, knowing who you are, what direction you want to go in, and what kind of people you want to be with. So that's all the messages I'm getting today. I know this is getting a little long and rambling, so hopefully this is helpful, and thank you everyone for watching. Please feel free to post a comment, or you can email me, Linus Gendelman, at gmail.com. That's those are, even though that's the birds, I do receive those. Okay, thank you very much, and everyone have a fantastic weekend.